So, yeah, let's go over materia and load out and everything first. I'm going to, like, just knock off my camera because I'm in the way. So, I'll put it back on in a sec. Alright, so, clouds loadout. This, again, for those of you that are watching live, you can kind of just follow along, but you don't have to commit any of this to memory. Gear, for you that watches this back, write this shit down. We'll just come back to this video. So, Cloud uses Buster Sword. Many people you will see running this game using Hard Edge, and Hard Mode use Mithril Saber because of its magic. Mithril Saber probably would be usable, but for the way that I route this, I used to run Hard Edge, but it has 137 attack and 46 magic. I actually use Cloud as a mixture build, so I go with the Buster to go with 91-91. This helps for some early bosses like Roche and Reno, who you can kill with just 2 Fyras. And having that extra buff magic will help. So, Buster Sword, Force Bracelet, and Fury Ring. Let's do everyone's equipment. Barrett, EKG Cannon. If you don't have the weapon, look it up. I can't remember how to get all the unlocks right now. So I'm gonna do this tutorial assuming that you have everything unlocked, for the most part, because there are some, I can't remember how to unlock everything, but just you want to be set up with Barrett on EKG, Force Bracelet, Fury Ring. This is a trend. Everyone's practically got the same shit. Tifa, I go with the Metal Knuckles build. There's also something to be said for how you upgrade them, and I'm going to show that right now because it's very important for Tifa. So, upgrade, Tifa, Metal Knuckle, which we're on. You can't just auto-upgrade. You have to manual upgrade, because there are certain things you need to, you need not equipped. Let me find what one it is. Buff duration might be one of them. This. Concentration activation, 30%. Remove this from Tifa. This will start her with her triangle being Omni Strike, or Rise and Fall. We don't want that in this run, because it means we have to waste an attack before we can start escaping. So you just don't want it. So you need to avoid that. Have everything else but that. Okay? There isn't, as far as I remember, that is the only upgrade thing that's important for any character. For everyone else, just go max attack or max whatever. It doesn't really matter what they have equipped. As far as I remember. In terms, and when I say that, I mean in terms of their nodes on this upgrade tree. I'll just double check for Cloud. It's not something I usually actually go into, but I'm glad I thought of it. So I don't think, so like for Cloud, for instance, yeah, he's not really, he still has, I could give him an extra HP here if I want, because I have the points for it. Fine. Doesn't matter, I don't need it. But you won't need it either. Again, this is going to be concentrating on New Game Plus, easy, no major glitches. No out of bounds, none of that stuff. We just do the game very fast with what we have, right? Just kind of, does that make sense? Without going out of bounds or anything. Let me just turn me off again. Right, so Tifa Metal Knuckles, she has Chain Bangle and Fury Ring. The reason for that is because Chain Bangle has better defense, and I like to protect Tifa above everyone. That's personal bias. You may use it on whoever you wish. Feel free to put it on Cloud. Aerith uses Mithril Rod, Force Bracelet, Fury Ring. Everyone has Fury Ring. In this instance, actually, everyone does, because the last run I did was without Gotterdammerung. In this instance, though, if you have a Gotterdammerung, which you will equip it on Barrett. Okay? Then, let's go over the materia. This is going to be quite drawn out. For Gear's sake, he's going to be able to fast forward this. For those of you that are live, I'm sorry. But it's important. So, get used to hitting the menu, materia and equipment, Cloud, and then you can, when you highlight Cloud, press triangle, then press R1, and, no, shit, I'm forgetting how to do it myself. R1 on Cloud, highlight Cloud and press R1, there we go. Getting how to do it myself, it's my own fucking tutorial. R1 on Cloud, and then it gives you this exchange menu, much like in the original game. So, and this is where how you're gonna switch materia. Learn that you can wrap from top to bottom. So if you want to take something from Cloud and give it to Aerith... oh shit, wrong one. How do you swap again? Triangle? Yeah, triangle to swap. Up, up, X, for example, like this. And much like in Resi 2 Remake, so something that you can do the same strat, instead of going to the item, like the materia in this case, picking it up and moving it to the empty slot like that, what you can do, just say it was back there, we already moved this first one, you can highlight the empty slot and then swap it that way, because it's quicker, it will be less inputs, right? So like here, I can do this, and then boom, and put them straight back that way, and they're both back on Cloud. So, R1 on Cloud. Then, for his breakdown here, for what he has equipped, this loadout will have you set until Aerith. Yeah, Gear, we're doing the tutorial for you. So, you're a couple minutes behind. All I've shown so far is weapons, and like what to have equipped, which you'll be able to catch up on, and that when you customize or upgrade Tifa's weapon, there's one skill you have to make sure that is not learned, which is concentration. Again, you'll have to follow this like from you'll have to go back and check the start and then follow from here afterwards. But so I've just shown everyone's weapons and what we have equipped, and now I'm just getting into materia. So you're going to get used to coming on to materia and equipment, pressing R1, and then on this menu, it's the old school exchange. I'll just cover this bit. I just did it, but you've just turned up, so I'll cover it again. So you can see here that I have this loadout of materia, right? I'll break them down in a second, but just hear me out for what I'm going to show you here. Much like in Resi 2 Remake, if we want to move things from Cloud to Aerith, I want to give her First Strike and ATB Stagger, I can press triangle on it, and I can wrap with up, up, and then X. And then instead of going down, down, and grabbing ATB, and then up, up, and putting it here, what I can actually do is while I was down... I'm going to go back and just do it from scratch. While I'm down there, I can grab an empty spot, and then go back and grab this. So it's quicker inputs. This is how you're going to be shifting your materia around for people. Like that. So then, to break down what everyone has... Wait, Buster Sword? Yeah, Buster Sword. The reason I go Buster, you don't need magic, but you still want some damage for triple slash later in the game. You're not going to be menuing, you're not going to be changing weapons at all. This is my tutorial, my route, so we don't do hard edge. You don't need Mithril Saber, it's too much magic, not enough damage. This is 91-91, it's perfect for the mixture. It will allow you to be able to kill 2 or 3 bosses with Fyra in the early game up until like chapter 10. So Reno and Roche will just get double fired and they're dead. GG. So that's why you do it with this route. Everyone has Force Bracelet for 4 slots. It's your choice who you give Chain Bangle to. Chain Bangle has extra defense. I choose to give it to Tifa because Tifa's my wife. Your mileage may vary. Anyway, so breakdown of the full loadout of what everyone has. This loadout here... again, don't, you can come back to this, so don't worry about it if I'm going too fast. I also don't have all night. So, the breakdown of this is, this will cover you until Chapter 8. You don't have to do any menuing until you see Aerith. When you see Aerith in front of you, that's on Chapter 8 in the church, that's when you have to menu. Until then, you do not need to menu once you set this up. So Cloud here, with my route, uses... Lightning maxed and Elemental. Then he has a Fire Materia, Deadly Dodge, which enables him to do a roll into a square swipe, an AoE like you see in the video. That's useful. ATB Boost, self-explanatory. Binding Materia. This is for sleep for Rufus in Chapter 17. Then on here he has Steadfast Block. This is for the helicopter in Chapter 12. ATB Assist slightly fills teammates' gauges when ATB commands are used back-to-back. If you've got teammates with you and you're spamming triple slash, that will help build bar for other people. ATB Stagger, self-explanatory. We're on easy whenever we hit anything with a weakness, like Fyra, or... So, like, if we hit a guard dog with Fyra, or we hit a robot with Thunder, they will be staggered and immediately dead, and we will get bar for it. Then you can just, like, spam spells and immediately have full ATB the whole time. We're going to use that with Barret as well. And First Strike, self-explanatory. The main materia menuing here is going to be moving around First Strike and Stagger between people who don't have it. So for Tifa, for instance, here, she would need like a first strike when we get her, when we can use her. But you don't even need to give her first strike because she can build ATB faster than anyone in the game. So yeah, that's Cloud. Barrett has Lightning and Magnify. That's going to be for Chapter 1. He's going to be just rinsing everything with Thunder Mag. Magic Up. Wind Materia. That's for Guard Scorpion and for some Drakes in Chapter 15. MP Up. MP Up. Luck Up. Optional. Luck Up. Also optional. I have it for crits, for overcharges, but your mileage may vary. Feel free to mix and match this if you find something better that you want to have than Luck's. Luck is for crits. You can give it to Tifa as well. ATB Stagger First Strike. They always will have this. I also choose to put any element and the Magnify or Elemental early in the first 4 slots to enable quick menuing with people. Right? Tifa has Fire Elemental. She has an Ice. That's for Chapter 13 with Barrett. Skill Master slightly fills ATB when multiple commands are performed. She's going to be spamming Star Showers, so that works. She has Time Warding, which is for Genova on Chapter 17. Parry, which is very important, and I'm going to break down why that's important for Tifa before we start the run. I'm going to go into Chapter 5 and show you the Parry Whirl, which is Tifa's dashing ability. And she has a Lightning as well. That is kind of optional. She can use it. It's up to you. It's just you might as well have it on. Aerith has... And the empty gaps will be... they're important as well. Make sure everything exactly as it is. I'll go through summons at the end. Aerith has Fire and then a space for Magnify, because she's going to get given Magnify in Chapter 8. Then she has a Lightning, an Ice, because she has like every element. She doesn't have Wind. I have 3 out of 4 elements with her. I take the gamble. She doesn't need Wind. She has MP Up, maxed. Subversion, which is for Breach, which she uses on Eligor in Chapter 12. Magic Up. And then 2 empty spaces, which is for ATB Stagger and First Strike. So when you get to Chapter 8, you give her Barrett's stuff, which you'll see when we get there. And then Cloud has got it wrong. And then we will, for summons, Cloud has Bahamut. Barrett has Chocobo and Mugor. Tifa has Fat Chocobo. And Aerith has Leviathan. I think... I can't remember if that is the most optimal. I'll have to double check here right now. I think for what I want, I had everyone pretty much set. Ifrit's another good choice for strength characters like Tifa. But there was a reason I chose this one. Ifrit gives a little bit more defense and vitality. Not important in this. In hard mode, perhaps you might need it, but on these difficulties, you're basically going to buffer a Thundagger, and as long as he isn't lightning, you're just going to Thundagger and he's dead. Hell House is free. You could, but it's not relevant. Remember, this is easy. Like, your main issue here is you do Star Shower, it's health gated, and you have to watch a cutscene for 20 seconds. Then you do another move, and it's health gated again, and you got another cutscene. Then you do a final move, and it's dead. That's the shape of how bosses go. So it doesn't... all of that, like, elemental weakness and Ifrit and whatever, you don't need any of it. Just uppercut, dive kick that boss, and it's dead. Like, trust. Like, on easy, our characters are so OP. The only thing that is even the slightest dent in our armor is Sephiroth. Yeah, dude, you haven't even fucking seen it yet, mate. It's free on easy, trust. It's chill though. It's chill. It's all about... it's just like NG plus and anything else. It's just about going fast at that point, you know. But yeah, trust me, on normal or on hard, yeah, you can tinker with the summons, but this is fine for easy, trust me. So there's your loadout. I can come back on the stream now, because I'm not going to be in the way as much anymore. Perfect. Now we're going to go to Chapter 5, and I'm going to show the Tifa dash thing, Parry Whirl. Some people call it Parry Sailing, whatever. I don't like that term. I made my own one. I call it Parry Whirl. It's a combination of whirling uppercut and parry. We're going to go to Chapter 5. This isn't the start of the run. This is just a demo for me to get you here. Also, now we're going to be playing the game. I'm going to plug in the controller and give you control cam as well. For the sake of gear, I am going to do the save loads because of my own time. But I will point out that he's playing vanilla and basically don't do any of the save loads because you can't. So... yeah, you're good, man. You're good. No, you don't need to worry. It'll all be covered on the video, so you can always catch back up. Just this part is not relevant for now. I just need to do one battle. I need to do a little bit of this level just so I can get out. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I might have a save there already. Let me check. Oh, did I? No, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Do I have a chapter 5 save? Let's see. Chapter 10, chapter 1, chapter 1, chapter 1, chapter... no, I don't. Okay, never mind. Damn it. Thought I might have had one. Okay, we have to do that little conversation with Tifa again. On PC, I have one, that's why. I have a save exactly where I want it to be on PC, which is a shame. But anyway, so we're just... I will cut this part out of the video when I highlight it. Just so that when that will be like at Tifa, at the fight where I want it to be. But basically, we just need to do one little fight with some robots on the train. Leave the train, then I can show you what I need to show you. And, yeah. Tifa having parry will make more sense.
Why is that?
Barrett's always...
He'll be fine.
Maybe. Thanks.
I'm not going to explain anything about dialogue mashing or anything yet, because it's not relevant yet. I'll get to it in the run. For this session tonight, I'll probably do the first hour or so. Yeah. We'll do, like, up to Aerith, probably. Chapter 8. I can at least do that tonight.
No way.
I don't know if won't be able to do, like, the whole tutorial. Unfortunately, I don't have the time.
You have to get to the next call.
Keep moving, people! What do we do? Get to car 2.
I can't.
You want to survive this? Then move!
Yes, sir. Cloud.
Lockdown protocol initiated.
Okay, so now we're getting to the part where I'm going to be able to control Tifa. And now, I showed earlier that Tifa has parry equipped. When you're controlling Tifa, if you hold R1 and press circle, she can parry. Like this. Now, you will see she's quite deft in her animation. She's fast, right? On PS4, I don't know if I can put this into 30 frames right now. I think we're already in a fight, right? Yeah, never mind. So, on PS4 original, this animation is just slower. It just is, right? On 60 frames on Intergrade, you can do this. She will still do it on PS4, but it'll be more like this. Okay? Now, there's another thing here. This is just R1 and circle. Parry. That's how you do a parry, right? And it's best used on Tifa than it is on anyone else. Those enemies... oh, she killed them. Never mind. Or Cloud, sorry. Cloud killed them. Specimen. Firaga. You need to... Specimen, you need to hit his left claw. I won't be there tonight, but yeah. My part of my route is, especially on normal, was ATB boost, roll left twice, Firaga the left claw, Firaga the left claw, and then it will drop the claw, and then you can start going in on it. Tifa builds up meter, and yeah, just whenever, then when he, after his cutscenes, just always take off the claw first. Yeah. Right, so let me just run into this next part. There's another section here where I can show more of this Tifa thing. Right, this would be the best place, actually, because I can show everything here in this fight. Although, I have to be quick before Cloud kills everything. So, right, R1 and circle gives you this parry. But what she can also do is punch into a parry. Like this. And then there's also this version, which is parry whirl. Which is hitting whirling uppercut and parry at the same time. So I'm holding R1 and hitting triangle and circle. Now look how quick Tifa can dash away. On PS4, it will be more like that, like, it will be slower and more methodical because of the frame rate. If I I might be able to still do it here and put it in graphics mode. It's not really going to slow down the animation, but it will give a little example. Between that and me doing it slowly. So then again we can show here. This is parry. This is attack parry. And then this, oh, Cloud killed them all. And then that was, I was just about to show parry whirl, but he murdered them. It's hard to show because we're so powerful. But yeah, that's the only real, like, tech that you have to know about, really. Like, that you have to execute during the run, is just switch to Tifa, hold R1, with your thumb, mash triangle and circle together at the same time. This is why we do not have concentration 30% equipped. Because if we do, she will start with, instead of whirling uppercut, she starts with Omni Strike or Rise and Fall, which then you have to whiff Rise and Fall before you can even start doing your parry animations. So that's why we choose to not equip that node. So you might have to, like, go to Chadley, wipe Tifa's weapon, and then reacquire every node except the concentration. So yeah, that was like the only real, like, tech that I want to show that I can think of. The only other thing I'll show it on chapter 1. This one should be okay. Is the battle settings. So I like to make sure you make yourself a save. You know, a save that's ready to start the run. I like to just be on chapter 1 here, because then what we do is once I'm ready to go, we go chapter select, and the run starts when you hit easy, right? So here as well, I want to show you my battle settings before we begin anything. It's you can feel free to change the buttons around if that's easier for you, but I'm gonna show it and explain it and tell you in ways that assume that you're copying my exact controls. So if I say do L1, L2 circle, it's because I'm trying to tell you to tell Cloud to do triple slash, and that's my controls, right? So just again, you can change it around, but as long as you have this stuff and you know where your stuff is, learn your hotkeys, try and have a theme, if you will. I try and have it so that L1 and square is always a limit break, so that whoever I'm with, whoever has got a Damarung, I can, when I want limit break, I can do L1 square and it's always limit break. That's kind of a theme that I like to stick with. So I'll just go through them as they are. Cloud has cross slash. Everyone's limit, apart from Barret, should be level 1, not level 2. Tifa, you want somersault and not dolphin blow, because dolphin is too slow. It does like way too many animations and attacks. You want cross slash instead of ascension. Even though ascension looks cool as fuck, it takes too long. Cross slash is done. So Cloud has cross slash. L1 and triangle is thunder. L1 and circle is triple. L1 and X is fire magnify. Barret has L1 square is catastrophe. L1 and triangle is aurora. L1 and circle is thunderga magnify. You L1 on this menu to when you equip a skill on here or a spell, go to thunderga and then press L1 to magnify it, and that's how you get this. You see the symbol. And L1 and X is thunder magnify. Tifa she doesn't have limit equipped. I have her with dive kick because she doesn't really use her limit that much. I just limit manually for her, but I use dive kick all the time. Firaga is for Abzu. I actually, again, your mileage may vary here. Feel free to change, like, go ahead and change that Firaga. I actually manual that Firaga, so I can change it. The only reason I manual it is because I don't trust, there's loads of enemies and ads, and I don't trust the lock-on in that fight. But whatever, your mileage may vary. She doesn't really need it. If there's something you prefer having there or that you want instead, go for it. True Strike, Chi Trap, whatever. Fill your boots. L1 and circle is Star Shower. L1 and X is Fire. Again, that is actually kind of optional. The reason it's set up this way is because I used to do another route where Tifa would do some magic, but now I don't do that anymore. It'll become clear later on in like chapter 14. But anyway, Aerith then has L1 and square. She doesn't use limits either. She just uses Thunderga. Excuse me. Sorceress Storm is used on 2 particular fights in the whole game. Fire Magnify and Fire Magnify. And they're used quite throughout of like chapter 8. That's she uses it a lot. So that's literally everything that you're going to need then to start a run. or to start a run in my route anyway. So, another thing that I just want to mention before we go into the run is Cloud's Triple Slash. Cloud's Triple Slash is a move that hits 3 times, and there are lots of instances where we're going to do it in this chapter coming up, where I'm going to intentionally whiff the first hit. Then I'm going to hit the second. There's 2 enemies. I'm going to whiff the first Triple Slash, hit the second guy, or the first guy with the second slash, hit the second guy with the final slash, and then I'm going to roll out of it with Circle. That's going to be a key technique for Cloud, at least on this chapter and chapter 3. Just know that sometimes it may look weird, like, why are you whiffing the first hit of Triple Slash? It's intentional. There's 2 enemies. It's easier to roll out of the end of it. Saves the recovery, sheaths the sword quicker, saves time. Alright, so I'm not going to run a timer or anything, because, you know, tutorial percent. There are some instances where I might leave a cutscene playing to explain things, so I'm sure you can appreciate that. Oh, and the one thing I will explain before I even start is to skip a cutscene in this game, you do start, down, and then an X, right? But what you can, like, the more optimal way to skip cutscenes, you may think, oh, it's hold triangle. No, the optimal way to skip cutscenes is to hold down on the D-pad, and when you have to, like, know that you're about to access a cutscene, then it's start X. Because in the time that in the frame that you go from start to X, like, not even the frames, but in that time, holding down immediately moves you to skip cutscene. So holding down and then pressing start X is basically the quickest, like, almost frame perfect way you can do it. Like, it's so fast in comparison. So just I won't do it on every cutscene. There are some that I'm ready for, some that I'm not. Some I still just do start down X. Some I will walk up to holding down and then do start X really quickly, and it's just a quicker skip, basically. That's all you need to know. It's a quicker skip. Alright. So that's, yeah. That's pretty much everything. This first chapter is kind of rapid fire. So I'm going to be moving and explaining, and, you know, it's going to be going fast and explaining it as I go. I'm going to be talking fast as well, but there's a lot to cover, so the first 2 chapters are kind of fast, then we slow down in 3, 4's kind of chill, 5's kind of chill, 6 is chill, 7 is chill. So, yeah. We're going to try and hope to do the first 7 or 8 chapters right now, and then, you know, I'll probably break this up into 2 to 3 parts. So yeah, let's go. Let's start our run, or our tutorial percent for New Game Plus Easy NMG. So here I'm going to hold down and immediately skip when it's available, when I'm able to skip. You're not going to be able to skip this fast on PS4. So obviously Gear is playing vanilla. That you have to wait there for like 10 seconds before you can skip. So
You're coming with us.
Slice both of these guys with forward and square. Run along here. Now we're going to get use of our deadly dodge here, because we're going to roll, hold square, and then everyone dies like that because of the AoE. Skip cutscenes. Roll away from these guys. Just roll up the stairs, and then you can just run. You can roll if you want, but running is just when you're learning as well. And then get up and skip into this cutscene. If you have the minimap equipped in the top right corner, it's L2 to bring up compass or minimap. When the minimap disappears, that is your cue to skip a cutscene. Get him, boy.
Get him, boy.
Here's the triple whiff. Roll away.
Not bad.
That's why we whiff the first hit, and then we roll out like I explained. We run over halfway through that alleyway to the yellow and black stripy bar. I used it on the wall, like it's like a stripy pole that's leaning up against the wall. I use it as a reference point. It's pretty much halfway down that alleyway. Going halfway down is enough to trigger this part. So you can run straight into the lift. Then here, just stand by this metal fence part here. After this way, then move left.
This way.
Just wait for Wedge to be through. Triple these guys. You can't really roll out of it. There's other ways to do that fight, basically, but just triple them. Especially when you're learning, you're good to go. Then here, go ahead and whiff, whack, whack, and roll out of it.
Nothing to it.
And you just have to get a feel for that as to when you start, when you do that first whiff. I mean, on every difficulty, this chapter's the same, basically. It's sort of. Or it can be, in terms of how, you know.
Don't you
Ah,
worry.
shit.
Big
Left here, left here.
3, 2. Damn, I'm good.
Made a mistake there, because I'm getting distracted of where I was. It's fine. So you immediately hold left and talk to Biggs there. Don't talk to Jesse. I fucked that up.
Let's move.
He always knows just
Then what you're going to do is get Cloud stood here and talk to Jesse on that angle. It gets like one of the quicker access points. So this is an interesting part here. When I skip this cutscene, after I hit skip, it's going to be 4 or 5 seconds until I can play as Barrett. For the PS4 version, it's 35 to 40 seconds until you can play as Barrett. Keep that in mind. Here, he's going to do L1X Thunder Magnify, switch to Cloud, roll away. L1, L2, X for Thunder again.
look what we have here.
Then you're already down here with Jesse. Then these lasers are RNG. You may get really clean lasers like this, you may not. You may choose to reset, you may not. It's up to you.
It's more of the same. Come
Yep,
on, then.
that can happen.
You're doing good, soldier.
And you just slink around them like that. Then here, skip, run, L1, L2, X, roll. Now, I'm going to do this the intergrade way, but you cannot do this on PS4.
20-something?
So on PS4, you just have to wait there, but on intergrade, we can skip that whole sequence, and we're through the door in a few seconds. You didn't realize how good it looked? I'm going to be able to show you a difference in that, Kira, because the models look really great, but the background, like world map textures, they're so filtered and smoothed over, they actually look kind of shitty. Because I was playing the PS1 version recently, they're crunchier, but they have a way more detail. Instead of being, like, hexagonal over the forest, it actually still looks like crunchy forest. So, yeah. Right, here, get up to here, skip this cutscene.
Let's get down.
Hold left, go down the ladder.
God damn. I can practically taste
Oh shit, I'm reading chat.
Hurry it up.
Can you guys please not type essays while I'm trying to do a tutorial, please? Thanks.
It's bound
Just like, you know, spam it as multiple chats or something.
more like excitement.
3 HP, 2 for dead, 4,000 combined. Yeah, okay. Right, roll out of that L1, L2, X Thunder for Barrett. So Cloud triple slashes a few mono drives there, and Barrett cleans them up. You may see people rolling out of here, but I tend to kill them and run. It's faster.
The pump would suck us back up.
Yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, the model, I think the models kind of look nice. That's fair enough, but I don't think the world map textures look very good at all. I'm just picky with that, though. I generally think the PS1 version looks better, but... So here you're going to select 20 minutes, and what we're going to do, as soon as we can fight, Cloud immediately does triple slash, switch to Barrett, hold square, and charge up bar.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Right, triple, switch. I didn't get to show about the lock-on and switch, but you need to also look at your camera and lock-on options, because I like to have it where... Hang on. I like to have it where right and left on the D-pad cycles between targets, and up and down on the D-pad cycle between my homies. So I can press up to be Barrett or down to be Barrett, for example, right? And then left and right are, for when I'm locked on, left and right would switch targets. I don't like the right analog stick flick thing because it can be annoying. Again, your mileage may vary, but that's how I like to do it. So here, I kind of want to just start this fight again, just so I can do it a bit more without the breaks. Sorry. Again, tutorial, it's lucky I can do that, but it's hard to try and explain stuff and do it seamlessly as well. It's like you need to pause, talk about it, then do it. Shit, wrong button, wrong game. Right, triple slash, switch to Barrett, hold square to build meter. If you're lucky, you get 2 full bars with Barrett. He only has 1 here, that's fine, no problem. Oh, he doesn't have God's Dammer equipped. Fuck. Anyway, Aurora, and then hold square. And then we immediately health gate him, and we get into our next phase. So Gear, you're going to like this part. Remember that tail laser attack? Yeah, we don't deal with any of that. So here, immediately do L1 and X for Thunder Magnify. And that's the tail laser skipped. Hold square again. And if here, whoever has meter finishes the boss. If Barrett didn't get it, switch to Cloud, triple slash. If Barrett does get it, Thunder. If nobody has it, Barrett, triangle, overcharge. 3 ways to win. There we go. Hold down. When you see the head, then you can skip. Perfect. This save file, unfortunately, doesn't have Barrett equipped with Gotterdammerung, but if you've been following along with the video, he already did from earlier on, but because I've been jumping around saves. So here, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to whiff a triple slash towards me, and then I'm going to roll out the last hit. Like that. That rollout saves you about half a second every time you get it because of the sheath animation. Then we get ahead of Barrett, way ahead of him on the ladder. Yeah, you'll see the pre-rendered backgrounds, the bilinear filtering and everything. It looks neat, don't get me wrong. And I'm picky because I'm a comparative guy that looks at different ports and stuff. I've played both of those like back to back on this stream, doing runs of them. So I'm, you know, familiar with them. The best way to HD remake them is to play them on an emulator and upscale the resolution there. Because then it upscales everything, not just the models. Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, you see what I mean? When I'm not so busy, I'll do a comparison and I'll show you. So here, if you get the camera at a right angle, you can get a bit of a boost from Jesse, but it's a bit of RNG. Turn the camera to match the angle the game is going to give you. This will stop Cloud from stopping. It's called I call it pre-pan. You pre-pan the camera to the correct angle. Now in this next room, Cloud's going to triple slash. I'm going to switch to Barrett, hit overcharge, switch back to Cloud, and roll to the door in one fell swoop.
They're here. Take them down.
Excellent. Right, the rest of this chapter is Barrett. Just L1, L2, X, all the way out of here now. Apart from one fight, which is up to you if you want to thunder it. I do triple slash and thunder. I'll show you when we get there. So just with Barrett's going to be thunder magging practically everything. This is the fight. Depending on the spread, you could get Cloud to kill all of them in one go sometimes. But you can clean up with Barrett, no problem. Then keep sprinting. Whoa! Thunder that guy. He's dead. Excellent. Now, up here, there's a bit of RNG here for who Barrett hits. He got the ATB boost. Perfect. The stagger boost, sorry. There we go. You just thunder everything like that and it's dead. Because of the ATB stagger, he gets the refresh on his bars. He stagger and kills those turrets, immediately charges him, sends more thunders. You can just, that's how we do. We W in this chapter, you know. Yeah, at some point, Kira, in the next couple of days or what have you, when I do some more FF8 stuff, or if it comes up in the Wheel of Speedruns, I'll make a point to boot up both versions and show you, like, even to send you the clip later on. You don't have to be there, but you know, maybe I'll do it off stream and just show you briefly. But I was talking to Levion about it a while ago, because again, with the world maps and everything, I just prefer the original version.
Can't wait to get out in the open.
So ignore this menu, ignore this menu, ignore this menu, absolutely ignore this menu. This was already done earlier. I just need to do that there. So you don't need to equip that. It's already equipped for you. I just need to make sure it's there for later so I don't forget. This save apparently didn't have it with it equipped. My bad. But you'll also notice if you're playing the PS4 version, this area won't have as much fog for you because that was part of the Integrate update.
They just keep on.
Oh, dude, yeah, Quistis. She's one of my waifus in that game. I love her.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosion?
My favorite cutscene in the game is when you come back from Dollet and she machine guns the spider crab. I love that. I hate that we have to skip it in the speedrun because it's faster. But it's like one of my favorite FMVs in the game. So this is all just self-explanatory here. We're just following through. the first half of this chapter is a forced walk and chat. So if I'm just talking to the chat room and I'm not fully explaining what to do, just go where I go. Okay, just go ahead and follow what I'm doing. Skip the cutscenes when they come up.
She's good.
Right. Yeah, Quistis is mega hot, dude. I like the blonde secretary-looking kind of waifu as well, so... Best girl in that game is Zhu, or Zhu, depending on how you pronounce it.
Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then. Hey.
Walk over here, and don't sprint, just let go of movement. When Barrett finishes talking, you can sprint. Skip, mash dialogue.
Oh, before
So-
really well, see you on the train.
Go left of the phone box. Then I'll show you my new line, which is right close on the inside here. There we go. So with dialogue, you'll see, and you'll know from playing, that skipping dialogue, you can mash dialogue with triangle. But you can also mash dialogue with circle. And I like, maybe it's a placebo, but I like to think that I mash dialogue with alternate buttons. I use both of them. So that, you know, when one of them isn't mashing dialogue, the other one is. With that cutscene from that bridge, there is a chance when you skip that cutscene, if you skip within the first, like, 3 frames, I think it is, that you can despawn Sephiroth here. I mentioned this on every run, but I'll say it again because it's a tutorial and I kind of have to. But what's going to happen here is we have to walk through this whole alleyway at this speed. And when we get to the end of the street, we're going to turn right into another alleyway and we're going to be forced to walk even slower. And we're going to see Sephiroth. Right, he's probably ahead of us. There he is. If we manage to despawn him, he won't be in the next alleyway, and we can keep this walking speed, however slow it is. It's better than what we're going to get in a second. And in the subsequent next alleyway, when the fire is gone, like after this whole cutscene area, there he is, so we get the slowdown. I've had it on my PC run. Check out my 431 former record on PC, because I had the Sephi skip, and that was a gold chapter 2 I'm never going to be able to match. Some people used to believe that it was to do with the frame rate, 30 FPS, graphics mode, all that stuff. But I had it happen at 90 frames on PC, so I ruled that out. It has to be, it's like a just frame cutscene skip on the bridge cutscene. And then if you got the Sephi skip, you would have maintained your speed through that alleyway, and you'd be able to run in this alley, where at the moment we cannot. If you don't get the skip, don't worry, it's very rare. I've had it like once out of like a billion runs. Don't worry about it. It saves like 14 seconds. If you do ever get it, happy days. I can only pray that if you get a Sephi skip in the run, that you finish the run. So then here, you just gotta be smooth on the sticks. Round and round Cloud goes. We're gonna do another pre-pan up and right. Here.
Man, what a mess.
Then wrestle the camera away again when you can. Tuck in. Again, this part's just follow where I go. We're going back round and round down these next set of stairs. And we're going to go and meet Kira's waifu. His FF7 waifu. So when you get to the bike, you can skip. Perfect. Mash. Skip. And then you're rolling down and right. And then when you soft lock a target like this, you can attack and cancel with a roll. To get you some, like, speed up, you know. Then here we want to triple slash the dog. Triple, whack, whack. You can roll out if you want. Follow it round. Then here, these guys are health gated. So what you're going to see here is if I kill this guy, look, he can't now be killed. That's what a health gate is. This is the main problem with this category, is that everyone's health gated. Troopers on standby, that's perfect. After you've killed them, roll over to here and hit triangle to be Punisher. When this guy lands, mash square, and then when your combo's nearly finished, triple slash.
Don't let him escape.
I actually already had killed him, never mind. That's perfect, though. Then roll back over to this side, and keep your lock on to this guy, and be careful, because the game likes to lock you to these further enemies before you've killed that guy. So just keep an eye on your lock on. Run to this ladder, and you're good to go.
But the rooftops look clear.
Then hold towards the ladder once he's finished talking. Open fire! Shoot to kill!
Close call.
Again, a lot of this is just going to be the route and learning where to go. as well as then the executing the strats. So you again, when you camera towards an enemy, it does what I call a soft lock on, where it comes up with the icon, but you haven't pressed R3 yet to be fully locked on. So when we soft lock a target, you can square into circle and cancel off him. You can do it with a lock on, but if you're locked on, your camera will wrestle away from you and it's annoying. So don't be locked on. There's also a camera setting that I have equipped where it maintains forward camera. So this is another strat I do, which is combat rolling with attack and roll. This doesn't work on vanilla. On vanilla, your roll is like this. But on 60 frames, the roll is a lot quicker. And ideally here, you want to roll into this cutscene while you still have ATB. It can be done on vanilla, like that. And then turn away and get the guy on the right. This guy. Triple. Hit all of these guys, they're dead. You have 1 bar left. Lock on Huntsman. And fire at him. He's dead. Easy. Skip, and you're on the train. I did my hotkey for Fyra, but his hotkey is Fyra Magnify. We don't have Magnify equipped, so that hotkey doesn't work right now. Know that as well. If you have a spell equipped, and your hotkey is set to Magnify it, if you haven't got Magnify on, you can't even use that spell. You have to do it manually, like I did there. But it's not a problem. It saves on the menuing. You wouldn't want to waste the time menuing. So just do the manual one that I did. Then here, on the PS4, this crowd is easier to get past. You can just push your way through. But on Intergrade, they're a bit more improved. But the general thing here is just walk to the end. You're going to walk here. When the camera pulls away from you, you can skip. And then go to the end and stand on the left by the left lantern. And then you're just going to wait for Jesse to come up to the door, basically. And that is the end of Chapter 2. When you see the big blue saving thing in the top right, that's usually the end of a chapter. Or top left, sorry. There we go. This is Chapter 3. Now we're on like a chill one for a bit. We're going to be just, like, walking with Tifa.
Not long now, honey. That is almost home.
But yeah, when we were talking about FF8, it's just me being picky with that. Some people, you may love the remastered version. The reason I don't like remastered is because Final Fantasy on the PS1 was special, and every Final Fantasy is made with multiple modules, right? So the gameplay, like the battle animations, are 15 FPS, and the menus are all 60. But on the remaster, the menus are 30. And because I like to speedrun, I can really feel it. So when I go down X to do a spell, and it does down X and does the wrong thing, I'm like, you fuck. Or my Renzos don't work. It really bugs me. And when you just go back and play the original PS1 version, you just bang them R1s for Renzos, and everything just works. Yeah, trust me. Especially as someone who grew up in the PAL region, I already grew up playing the GIMPed version as it was. I didn't even know 60 FPS until I was a man, literally. So...
hot shower can't come soon enough. I can barely tell.
Between that and like, I kind of like some of the crunchy originalness. The way that those filters work in the remastered version is it makes everything look so like clean and filtered that it looks too like sterile and like just almost then starts to look bad. The crunchiness like keeps it from looking as bad as it would otherwise. So come along here and skip. Then here you're going to go and stand by Marlene. And don't do a save load. When I do my YouTube tutorial, it's going to be for Intergrade, so it's going to be do exactly what I do. But because I'm doing this for Gear, he's not going to do... I'm just going to do the save loads, but tell him not to do them. He will know when he attempts one, and it takes 45 seconds to load, and that he knows then how much of a waste of time it was. I'm going to do them for my own sanity today, because it's part of my route.
I was thinking the landlady's...
Sure does.
So, you know I said about mashing both the buttons, like in alternating the dialogue mash? Well, I think the dialogue skipping is capped at a certain speed anyway, so I think it's placebo, but just for the sake of it, I like to use both buttons.
I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job. Don't worry about me.
I'll try not to.
Always happy to help stick it to Shinra.
Not good at
So here we're just going to be following Tifa up to good old Stargazer Heights.
You make
Room
nice
201 is where she sleeps.
As I could, all things considered. Maybe not enough for them.
Good. You had me worried. You're not exactly a people person.
And like, if you want to balance this and offset it with, if you want to offset these tutorials with like one of my runs, then I can also do that and link
It
one.
was like a war zone.
My record for this isn't submitted yet, but the video is unlisted and I can link that, so you
So,
can at least watch my run, like without any commentary and whatnot.
oh, right.
When it comes to like, especially for chapters that you've already watched the tutorial for, I mean, you can just watch it done not flawlessly, but seamlessly. So on the PS4 here, on Intergrade we can save load this, but it's actually not that bad. What you want to do is you kind of want to like stand in the middle of the road here and get her to like bump off your shoulder. It's a very awkward position. Yeah, she kind of bumps off and you get a quicker conversation. That's all. It's like nano. There's loads of nano saves in this game. Like, they do not matter if you don't get them, but you might as well try if you know. You know what I mean? So here we're going to do our friendly neighborhood hey check, just to make sure that this guy is absolutely okay.
Hey.
He's fine. It's also worth noting that there's 3 run buttons in this game. You can use L3, R1, or R2. It's up to you which one you choose to sprint with. Oh god. I like to use R1. It's just a habit for me, though, because of other games. If you like L3, then fair enough. You know.
Marl, you from up on?
I've been around.
I'll bet. If you ever need
What she to you?
the granddaughter.
I don't, to my knowledge, I don't know any benefit of any particular, like, oh, R1 is faster, dude. Like, there's no, like, sprint boosts or anything like that, like Resi 2, so you don't need to, like, hold movement and then get a timed sprint or anything like that. It's not like that in this game. So here we come back to the bar.
Sad day when people.
Walk into this stall briefly, and then walk towards Tifa. Gives enough time to let her open the door so you don't bump her. Then, break away and stand on this pallet. And then wait. Let her go, then follow.
Barrett's out making his rounds too.
As long as I get it all today.
All the items you could want, straight from the plate.
Some creepy dude. All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs.
Hey there. Cloud's in charge.
Sounds like a...
In your dream.
Huh?
Cloud!
Suppose I could take a look.
Nothing if you change...
We'll see you around.
I also learned recently that I'm faster than a store-bought generic turbo.
Straight from the
He's a regular.
For you, me.
Well,
To get free shit.
our next stop,
Just met her.
then you know what to expect.
Welcome back, Senders. Welcome. We're doing a little speedrun tutorial for gear right now. We're on Chapter 3. Hope you're doing well.
done by a terrorist group called Avalanche. Nothing to report. Maintaining surveillance.
Hey, Marl.
Tifa.
Bean Ice.
Working?
He said there was technical difficulties. Sorry, spoilers.
I've got skill.
Be nice.
Bean Ice.
A good law.
A try.
He did mention that he was trying to play with you guys.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Mara's great. She helped get me set up back in the day.
You been here a while now?
So here you want to try and break away from Tifa. Pull to the left. And ideally, if you get a breakaway, then you can get a sprint on like this and pull her into the weapon store, and it's faster by a lot. Well, not a lot. It's kind of significant, though. About 20 seconds on this chapter, I think.
Thank you very much. Seeing as we're done.
Well,
Come out lobby and rejoin. It's a nightmare. That sounds savage.
It's not what.
Go on my Discord. Use Teacher's Lounge.
yeah. Okay.
Didn't see anybody at the office.
Should just use that. If I'm not on it, you're more than welcome to be on it. As long as I'm not connected to it and or streaming, you know what I mean? Like if you guys want to use that as a place to chat, feel free. Like, you know, for your games. Exclamation Discord if you're not already in there.
Past the
You know,
barricades,
wink wink, nudge nudge.
the monster.
Alright, so we're gonna be going to Scrap Boulevard.
Just in case.
That who Wedge mentioned? That sword's massive. What does he sell again?
Good luck, Tifa, and be careful.
Nice, that link does work now, cool.
I can see why monsters would feel right.
We're starting to get a few people in there, we can get more and more, and it's gonna start to get more bustling. We got like, only like 26 people, but that's 26 I never had before that, so, you know. So here, utilize the // method. the whiff into... You don't have to do the whiff, though. It's optional. To get that roll out, he sheaths his sword quicker. So it is quicker to do it this way. Like this. On an individual level basis, we actually equip Cloud with Thunder Magnify, and we use Tifa's parry whirl here, and we tell Cloud to do Thunder Magnify while Tifa dashes away. And at the end of this area, she dashes through the tunnel, and they have their final conversation right by the gate. We can't do that in this run. In a full run, you just do triple slash.
You're gonna stick around. All right.
You won't stay gone.
Yeah, I don't blame you if it's like makes it annoying to do a communication game like that and it's not working. I don't know if you were here earlier, but we also had a bit of a special guest because one of my old hunting buddies, Kiyomaki from the chat room, my mate Jackson, he came on and we did a couple of hunts together. So you'll be able to catch up on that for the last part of Monster Hunter at least. I don't know how much of that you saw, but if you were here at that point. So after Scrap Boulevard, we're just running back. We're gonna hand in the quest. Then we're gonna go and see Weimer and Chodley.
Who?
Again, if I'm talking to chat and I'm not fully advising what to do, just follow where I'm going. It means there isn't much for me to tell you. Just go where I go.
Actually,
There's only so much I can explain in some of these baby chapters. So talk to him, then talk to Chodley.
You were the first. I have developed new material. I'll keep repairing.
We don't have to do any SS or anything like that because it's NG+, it's all done. So then we just mash with Tifa here. Hoo boy.
think of each job.
It's not what you... Not a patient teacher. Oh boy.
Then do a right. And we're going to be going to find our friend Johnny. So I like to take this straight path. You can take a left and then go up. Or take this straight path and go around like that. Go ahead and choose whichever one you prefer. Mash circle here. Round that group. Stay away from him. And then we get another little mini game I like to call Fast or Slow Tifa. When we come around this right turn, going up to the green boxes, after the green boxes, Tifa's going to slow down. And there's a chance that she may run all the way to this fence. She did near enough. That was a very good fast Tifa. Sometimes she stops and walks most of the way, and you lose time for no reason. Cruel and unusual punishment. Bow, 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 bow.
Come on.
Dee dee. Yeah, I think Kiyomaki's going to be free tomorrow or Friday night to do some Monster Hunter, so I'm going to stream it again. And we see if we can get some, 3 to 4 man gangs going. Simon hasn't managed to hop on yet, but he's going to start the game soon. Then here, another strat that I like to do is turn the camera to ogle Tifa from behind. It gives me good luck. My Special Excel Tifa luck buff strategy. You can feel free to copy that one as well.
I swear.
Yep.
Anyway, you distract the officers and I'll...
So here, depending on the spread of the guards, there can be a little meme with your triple slash here. You may not get everyone. If they spread into a nice formation, you can triple slash them all in one go kind of thing, one fell swoop. Sometimes the dog jumps out of the way. It's a bit memes. Just triple slash though. Just as soon as it starts, triple slash. There we go. Then we're right by Johnny. Perfect. There we go.
We need to go before they wake up.
Dee 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 dee. One thing that's gonna suck for Gear when he starts comparing this tutorial with PS4 load times. We skip cutscenes and we're running again. He'll be skipping a cutscene and then waiting for 15 seconds. Brutal. Minging fucking load times on PS4, dude. Alright, so go ahead and run around here back to the bar.
He said he was leaving town.
What's gotten into Johnny?
Time to strut your stuff.
And here
Same as you.
could use a little. How about a...
Tifa.
Yeah. Hey. I see. In that case...
This was down or no. And then yes. And then skip a cutscene. Then something hard, skip a cutscene.
Could still kill some time.
Then this bit, this is how we just like trigger the next sequence. Is we're gonna come along here, pretend to play darts, cancel, and then go back to the bar. So here you can essentially just mash circle until it says stop playing. And then up and X.
Maybe just chill
I mashed circle too well. So then here, go back to the bar, wait for Tifa, and then look for a white light on the right side of the screen. Hold down. Boom. Then skip that cutscene. Fun fact here, in Japanese, they actually say kanpai, which means cheers, instead of avalanche. The avalanche is the name of their group.
That hit the spot.
Damn, Biggs.
What's up with them?
Right, then this bit is where, this is a strat I call the bandit boost. Skip this cutscene and walk ahead of this guy. And then what you want to do, you can look down. I find it a little bit easier. And you're just going to surf with him, and you have to like readjust like you're doing a grind in Tony Hawk's. You have to readjust your rail. And then stay ahead of this guy. And these guys are called hoodlums. But I think it rolls off the tongue better if you call them bandits, because I call this the bandit boost. Where you just use him to push you along. I nearly scuffed it there. It's a nano. It's like a nano save. It saves a bit of time. It's not imperative. If you don't get it, no worries. It does save about 10 to 15 or so. Well, nah, it's about 10 seconds, I think. Give or take. And then most days. And then here, skip the cutscene, triple slash, GG's.
Big man with a big...
And then if you can, get the rollout. You can, like, I mashed circle for my life there. I never usually get that. If you get that, it saves 2 seconds, because you roll closer to the exit.
Not my problem.
Lesson 1 for life on the ground floor. Get some rest.
Get some rest.
All the items you could want.
And this is the end of chapter 3.
My husband decided to go. So they blew up.
She was in a bad line. I was actually trying to cut round her, but I should have went round there. Right, skip Jesse. Down for yes.
Back before morning. Casey, you all set?
This game cucks you. I've lost time there in runs because of that, where I've selected the wrong one. Then here, for the next chapter, we're going to skip. And for the mini-games, you can skip the bike mini-games on this category. So the mini-game in chapter 4 and the mini-game at the start of chapter 18, I believe. You're going to go start, down, X, up, X. Like that. Then here, hold down D-pad, start X, start X, start X. Oh, it's twice, sorry. I thought there was... I always think there's another cutscene there. It's been a couple of weeks since I even played this. So ideally, we get ahead of Wedge there. We didn't. It's a nano save. There's a few of them. Sometimes he blocks you, sometimes he doesn't. It's whatever. There's more little nano saves like that that can kind of go right or wrong than there are big strats. Most of the big things on this category just work. So.
You've got an arm on you.
And if it's not because you may have like accidentally pressed it, make sure you re L2 and get your minimap back up. Like this. Because again, this will help you to know when to skip. So this chapter is going to be very different for PS4. I'm going to do a couple of save loads, which for PS4 you cannot do. You just have to wait.
Figures.
But on Intergrade, we can do that and skip that whole dialogue. Then we need Wedge here to... His AI is a bit funky. We need him to be in line and not spaz out. Sometimes he goes off the rails. We need him to, like, just settle in with the group.
Okay.
Then we get that confirmed from Jesse.
You know
And then come and stand over here.
you wait around the corner over there.
Okay.
Then hold down D-pad and get ready to do cutscene skip start X.
Would have really liked it.
She didn't even get a... What? He was going to say, with your luck, we won't need... No, with your skill, we won't need luck. Something like that. Usually I get, what? And then I skip. So this chapter is really fast on PS5 and it's really slow on PS4 because of all these little mini cutscene skips. Like, that's like 7 seconds you have to wait there, whereas I'm moving again. It's very savage, but it is what it is. Lots of time save in this chapter just from being on Intergrade. But that's not the point of this. It's good for the tutorial because we can skip through the load times. That's nice, because they don't exist for us. So even though I'm sort of teaching vanilla right now and we're playing on Intergrade, it's cool because of that factor, because I can just... we're not waiting around all day. So go in here, grab this ID card and leave. Literally all the way back you came, that's it.
Now this is what I've been waiting for.
And then just walk up and touch this fence.
Mission accomplished.
It's a range trigger, you don't need to leave. I used to go out of the fence, but you don't need to. Then here, just on PS4, follow this and just hold the left analog stick.
Right?
Like, just walk with them. What I'm doing is I'm doing save loads, and what save loads do in this instance is they shut the fuck up with the dialogue. Because they've stopped talking, they will move quicker. Like, they won't, you know what I mean? So they won't stop as long. So, on PS4, you're going to get up here and you're going to listen to him say, Jessie's got a theory about it. About how her dad's spirit has returned to the heart of the planet. We're going to skip that on this version.
Jesse?
On PS4, you can't do this. I'm doing it now for tutorial and stream convenience, though. But you will just wait for that to be finished, and then walk along here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and let Biggs walk ahead of you, and stay, like, on the gutter. Because he's going to stop and talk by this last storm drain. So just stand about here. Perfect.
It's not something... Oh,
Well,
He's serious.
not my problem.
this guy.
This sequence coming up is one of my favorites because I have it routed out in such a nice way. I really like how I do this sequence. If you're doing an individual level basis, the strat changes because Cloud just does Thunder Magnify to everyone instead of traveling. But we're going to be rolling, attack cancelling, triple slashing a few guys. It's cool. It's a cool little sequence.
Circling around from the back, right?
No need for...
I can handle this.
What?
We're in this.
Don't expect me to.
If you need a check...
You can use that vending machine over there to stock up.
Alright, now back to him.
Guess there's a training center, too. Could
Go a few rounds before the main event.
Man, I get really hungry when I'm nervous. When you leave something at home,
Remind
or
me,
just need a
there's
bite
no
to
ben-
eat, vending machines.
Okay.
Yes, we're all set.
Let's...
Skip. Then, what we're going to do, you have to
The signal.
follow how I do this next room and do not deviate from my plan.
Right.
Because if you mess it up, you won't be able to execute it in the same way. Right, skip this.
They're up there too.
Immediately kill these first guys. Triple these guys. You don't need to triple these guys. You can just manual kill them if you want. Just make sure all of these homies are dead. Then, lock this dude, attack cancel, kill him. Roll round. Kill, kill, just murder and kill. Murder and kill. Murder and kill. Don't lock... It wants you to lock the dudes on the left here. Don't. Unlock and relock to these guys. Then attack roll, kill these guys. Wasn't the quickest, but it was good enough. Then here, roll and use the deadly dodge to kill that shield guy in the back. If you execute that properly, you can roll, hold square, and immediately get both of them if you get it perfect. Sometimes that shield guy rotates a little bit, and you see I had to do another attempt. It's whatever. As long as they're dead, that's fine. Then head over... Oh, we got hit there. Head over to this top right corner. Get up these stairs before missile launcher strikes. Punisher. And then square to kill that guy. You can triple slash him, but I'm just keeping the meter. The ATB. It's quicker to triple slash him, but we want the meter here. So it's important you have 2 bars here.
Look at us amateurs, putting in the work.
Okay, triple slash, roll, triple slash, and they're done. That's how you get them dogs immediately. That's the quickest way you can do the dogs. Now, here, kill this robot as fast as you can. Then, lock on to this guy. I actually don't like to use Punisher. Use normal attacks, ATB boost when you have 1 bar, and then murder it. Done. And that means you've just killed the next boss completely for free by doing it exactly the way that I've told you. Do not deviate from this plan. Make sure that you did that exactly the way that I did it, and you have 2 bars. If you don't here, your Roche fight will be fucked, and you have to actually counter him. And, like, he's allowed to play. The way I've got you set up, Roche is dead already. We haven't even seen him yet. Watch this. So you're going to go ahead here, and you're just going to fire him. Okay? That immediately, with the 91 magic and 91 attack on the Buster Sword, it keeps us strong enough in triple slash, and strong enough with magic, to not substitute either. And because we're on easy, we don't need to worry. So anyway, we just fire him, and then you're going to go ahead and fire him again. And he's dead. Done. Now, using the Buster Sword, you can also make this work even on normal. And that applies also for Reno in Chapter 8. And that's why I routed it in such a way that I manual attack the guys I manual attack, and I save my triple slashes for the dogs to get the dogs done super fast. Then I build up 1 bar on the robots, just 1 of them, and then ATB boost to get a free 2nd bar, and then kill the robot, and then I've got 2 bars for Roche. I love how I do that arena. It's so nice. Like, I'm really proud of that the way I set that area up. It's a nice way to do it. Not even the fastest, because like I said, in an individual level, Cloud does Thunder Magnify there. It saves him having to travel downtown when he can just do, like, lightning, and they're dead, right? For those guys that spawned all the other side of that arena, he can just thunder them and they're dead. There's a little meme with Jessie here. Sometimes when she finishes this little alleyway, she will run away and then come back and then walk. Hopefully she doesn't. It's like a little RNG kind of meme. I don't know how to... Nope, she's just going to walk. That's how she should do it. It's more of an integrate meme. I feel like on PS4 she used to always just be tidy. But on all the upgrades, sometimes she can run away, come back, and then have to walk. And it loses you 3 seconds for no reason. They buffed the AI pathing, but they balked more than they buffed. I'll teach him to mess with Midgar.
Right. This is it. Through here.
So there's a strat you can get here, which is called the wedge boost. It's don't play for it. Honestly, just play for a better line. But just know that these characters rubber band, and if you feel spicy, you can try and get him to boost you along a little bit. It does work, but it's not great. Look how much they rubber band. They rubber band like the police in GTA San Andreas. If you can just get ahead of him, he can really pull you along, but not reliable. And they just rub off you. But just play for a good line, not the drag. But if you get boosted, it will save you about 2 seconds. So, yeah, potentially between 2 and 10, depending on how much boost you get. I feel like with some tasks, it'd be like that one Jose skip in FF10, where you get the Chocobo to push you all the way down the Jose road. I feel like if you could get Wedge to boost you all the way along here, you'd save like 12 seconds every time. Okay. Back to town. Bow, bow. Yeah, you may have gotten in the notion so far that nothing is really that tough in this run. It's more about executing it quickly. It's easy, yes, but doing it fast, like trying to match fast time, like, you know, trying to run this quite fast is a challenge in itself, is what I'm trying to say. It will, even though the run is easy and you could just copy exactly what I do and you won't be far off me, but you will have to get used to the nuances and do some run attempts before your time comes down that little bit more, you know? Like the difference between when you're rusty and then when you de-rust and you're back on PB pace again. There's usually, like, depending on your game, there can be, like, a good couple of minutes in your de-rust, right?
You lost me.
Life's a stage and love's the play.
know about the secret reactor jobs? Even people from the
Dee, 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 bow, bow, bow. Alright, skip that. Now we're going back to Jesse's. You want to go left here. Straight up to hers. Skip. First option. Skip. Left. Then cut straight over here past Biggs. Just look for him sweeping, and that's where you're going to go, basically. If you want to use it as like a visual reference. Because you're just going to... When you look at the map, we've cut, like, straight across town directly to our flats. Go to the second one, because that's where you live. And then we're going to go and rest. Then go ahead and hold down on the D-pad here and do 2 cutscene skips. And after this, there's some whispers. With this whisper fight, there is a there is a strat to do it, but I don't know how to do the strat. It involves like being in a certain position and using, I think they used to do it with Blizzard or something. But basically, TLDR, if you kill all of these dudes at once, there's a chance that there won't be a second wave. If we kill 3 of them and then kill the 4th one, there'll probably be a spawn of another 1 or 2 after. It's like a potentially 15-second time save. Don't stress over it. Don't worry about it. Just know it exists. For when you're just starting out runs, if you get this quick wave and you're out, GG's. If you don't, you don't. Don't worry about it.
Let's be smart.
If you don't get it, then just ATB boost and triple slash.
No idea.
So there, as you can see, we had the 2 wave. That's fine. I can't remember. There is a strat to do it, but I never fully learnt it, and I never really cared that much. Sometimes I just triple slash and I get it, so it's whatever. Not that big a deal. Especially when you're just learning. Again, this is now just follow where I go. And this little cutscene's really deceptive coming up with Barrett. Even though it'll say you can skip with triangle, you actually can't. You can skip with triangle, but it's slower. We're going to wait for the camera change and do a manual skip, which in turn is faster. By the time you held triangle halfway, like here, you could wait for the skip like that. Then here, triple slash, switch to Tifa, and buffer an uppercut. Cloud should pressure and kill the Enigmatic on his own with the first triple slash. But because basically I do L1 circle, up on D-pad, mash triangle with Tifa. If Cloud doesn't kill it, Tifa's ready to uppercut it. Just like a contingency. And that's the end of chapter 4. We just got to now run to the train station, mash some dialogue with Tifa here.
Sure.
And then run to the train station, speak to Barrett, and when you skip after Barrett, then it's chapter 5.
All that shooting and screaming.
Sorry, I haven't been doing a very good job of pointing out when the chapters start and end, but I did mention about the blue saving game thing you can keep an eye out for, though. That practically only comes up for chapters. Like the blue saving content in the top left thing, that's you can use that as your reference. Or again, if I link, in the case of Gear anyway, if I link him one of my runs, he can see when he's making his splits or whatever. He'll be able to tell where the chapters are from mine. So select yes, and then when you're able to, skip the cutscene, and boom, chapter 4. Alright, we're back on chapter 5. We're on the train. So what we're going to do here is you're going to go ahead and stand behind Tifa. There's 2 motives for this. One of which is because I like to stand here, block Cloud out of view, and just look at Tifa. But also, if we're behind her, when the train stumbles, it rocks in a minute, she's going to be instantly in a conversation with us. She won't even have to turn around. It's from what I remember and what I labbed back in the day, it was the quickest way, boom, to access that conversation. If you're in front of her, you rock, and it takes like about 3 seconds before you can actually talk to her for some unknown reason. So, yeah. When you skip with Barrett, look for that cure materia. When you see that cure materia, go backwards. My visual reference.
Emergency ID scan in progress.
What in the...
No way!
Emergency ID scan in progress.
Alright, here. Triple. Hold triangle, or press triangle, mash square.
You have to get to the next car.
Oh, that was very rare. He actually got away from me. That doesn't normally happen.
What do we do?
Get the car too.
I can't.
You want to survive this? Then move.
Right, then is going to be now, or sorry, now is going to be our first instance of parry whirl with Tifa. So and when we skip this next cutscene, I'm going to switch to Tifa and parry whirl down and left. Take care, Cinders. You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. There's some more example of parry whirl, which is what we're going to be using a lot. So I'm glad, this is why I wanted to break it down before this chapter and show you the introduction of the parry whirl, because we're going to be spamming it here. Yeah, you take care, Cinders. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Hopefully we get some monster hunting in tomorrow night or Friday, if you're free. I'll probably stream it as well, and we'll get some like lobbies and hunts going. So run to these enemies, switch to Tifa, and parry whirl away. If you haven't, you're not very good at the parry whirl, or it doesn't come out very well on PS4, I'm not sure if parry whirl even works that well on the PS4 version. It's been a while since I've done it. Then just mash parry, R1 and circle. But if all else fails or it doesn't, because again it's been a while since I played the OG version, if the parry whirl doesn't activate in the same way like it does here, I know it's not as fast, definitely. But if it doesn't even come out very well or whatever, then just do R1 and circle and just go ahead and just parry your way through. It's no problem. Back in the days, we used to just do parry before we learned about the additional parry strats. But I'm going to continue to, obviously, abuse them. So on PS4, your mileage will vary. You will get the same result, it just won't be as quick.
Same page. We're going with plan E. That means we gotta follow these tracks for a while. When the time comes, remember, we just gotta follow the nose.
To run over to like straight towards these enemies, switch to Tifa, and you guessed it, parry whirl. Then switch to the left tracks. So you see how when we do that, we're fleeing an encounter. There is something that's worth mentioning on this chapter now, is there is a thing in this game called a flee timer. And they're like kind of random between like, I don't know, 1 to like 10 seconds or some shit. And they're random as to what allotment you get. And that changes how far Tifa can escape. Sometimes you may not get as far as you did last time. And you think, what the fuck? Did Barrett and Cloud, did they murder the enemies? Yeah, sometimes they did. But also, sometimes the flee timer was different. So sometimes you will, there's a buffer between how far you get with your parries with Tifa. Sometimes I get down to this next clearing. This time we weren't so lucky. We have to run a lot more. That's fine. So we get into this fight. Then again with Tifa we're going to parry whirl. Now if I have the camera changed in a way where my camera keeps this angle. I'm going to parry all the way up to here and we get all the way into this next cutscene. That's like a sequence break. I will, right now, before I continue, we'll show you my camera settings. Bit late, I know, sorry. But copy these camera settings and whatnot, or any of these settings. Just use these settings. Because you see how when Tifa was dashing away, when I used to do this, and I've got records of me fucking doing these chapters with the wrong camera settings. And the camera wrenches itself to look in front of Tifa, and you're dashing towards the camera. And it's really awkward. This way, with the camera, with these settings, it will stay behind her and you can just go forward like I was doing there. Now, if you get far enough, it might not be possible on PS4. You might need a very lucky flee timer with R1 parries or parry whirls to get Tifa into this cutscene. You will probably get stopped just outside the gate here and you'll have to walk the rest of the way. Don't be surprised if that happens. Don't worry about it. Just remember as well, sucking myself off as I like to do, I have world record for this category, or I will have when I submit it. I've had it multiple times on multiple platforms, and I also have world record for this chapter individually as well. So, yeah. So I'm gonna do the fastest shit. So don't be surprised if, like, Homer Simpson style, why doesn't my barbecue look like that? Because you haven't got the 500 hours in this game that I have. So parry your way round to here, and then triple, and then roll away. And then Barrett Thunder anything that's remaining. It wasn't the quickest way I could do that. Barrett's on R2 here, so I need to do L1 R2 Barrett. Perfect, like that.
No surprises there.
Okay, then here, triple, roll away. Even though that thing put up a barrier, we're on easy, it just died. Now it's dead. Go ahead and tell Barrett to do Catastrophe. You can use Thunderger if you want. Thunderger's faster, Catastrophe looks cooler. Catastrophe's more consistent. Well, it's not really a case of consistency. Catastrophe hits more than once. So it will definitely kill every time. You can save load this on Intergrade, but there's no point here. I'm not going to save load the next bit either. I would normally save load this dialogue, but... There's a waste. I shouldn't save load that one on console. It's not worth it. Right, anyway, here. Triple slash with Cloud. Switch to Tifa. Parry your way downtown. Kill that guy. Kill that guy. Tell Barrett to... Never mind. If they're not already dead, tell Barrett to Thunder while running to the cage door.
Let's figure out where the hell we
I specifically single out the people I do with Tifa, because if she doesn't kill those guys that I killed, they run down to Cloud, and then you have to try and tell Barrett to do Thunder, and it's just, or they chase Tifa, and they don't go to the boys, and it can be a pain in the dick. So that's why I chose to uppercut the guys and kill in particular guards that I killed. It enables that whole... I labbed that live on this stream to make sure I could get that section clean, because it was bugging me. Alright. We're cruising along. I hope you guys, you lurkers in the stream, are enjoying the little run tutorial. Hope you're learning something. I hope this is at least interesting to an extent. I would rather do tutorial stuff for this run on this stream than do the run. Because to do the run, I need to shut the fuck up and just concentrate. But I enjoy tutorializing it and teach it. I enjoy teaching. It's just, I wish I could get a job teaching speedruns and it'd be my job. Like my actual career, you know, it'd be sick. I like teaching, but only for some stuff that I like and only for subjects that I like. I'm picky. I don't want to just go and teach kids who don't care a bunch of English. Fuck that. Right, so up here, triple slash with Cloud, switch to Tifa, then tell Barrett to Thunder Magnify. Ideally, you get up to the... Oh, Barrett, don't push me, mate, please. Fucking move, you cunt. Ideally, Tifa gets up the fucking stairs, but this stupid wanker pushed me out of the way. That's why you try and get Tifa up the stairs. But it don't matter. I'm being tilted because Barrett sucks. Fucking hate Barrett. So anyway, we're going to follow this round here. This next room, you can Thunder Mag or Triple Slash. Triple looks cool, though, so do it. See? He fucking dashes across the screen. It's really sick. But if you want to be super fast, then use Thunder, I suppose. If you want to be cool and fast, use Triple Slash. You're on easy as well. What you have to remember is, a lot of the time, against regular grunts, it comes down to the animation speed. Is it quicker for Barrett to just go Thunder? Or is it quicker for Cloud to dash and just kill them like that? It's horses for courses. You could even switch to Tifa there, dash her to the door while Barrett thunders. It's like three-way. I mean, it's all, again, it's like whatever, right? On some of these rooms, it's so insignificant. It's negligible. So there's multiple ways you can do this fight as well. You feel free to like mix and match your strats with some of these fights, but this is one that I don't wing it as such because I do have a strat, but this is one that really, because it's still early in the game, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to teach you my way anyway, which is Cloud Triple Slash, switch to Tifa, dash up, uppercut, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Alright, and then here, switch to Barrett, and go ahead and Thunderger the robot. Only the Crab Warden. That'll put him in next phase immediately. Don't... See how I did it manually? Because I manualed it instead of hotkey because I didn't want it to track the wrong enemy. That can happen. And I didn't want it to magnify. You may lose a little bit of time there doing the manual, but trust me. Now here, overcharge. And then do the same thing. Then switch to whoever and do whatever you want. Basically. Like, you know, switch to Cloud triple, switch to Tifa uppercut. Whoever's got something keyed up. Like, again, you could just switch to Cloud, hit Punisher mode, and start swinging. It's, you know, if he already has meter, you could Thunder. There's so many ways. The boss is really weak. You're so powerful.
In Reactor 1?
Yeah, except the bastard looked like a scorpion.
Ah, fuck. Ideally, you were ahead of Barrett here, but I messed up my ladder and my movement coming into the thing. But ideally, you're ahead of Barrett here, and you can get a little Barrett boost.
Looks dead
Lo
now.
and behold,
Like that. Still got a little bit of it, though.
all aboard.
And that is Chapter 5. Once you get onto this elevator, it's Chapter 6. Okay, this is where we start actually taking, like, some shortcuts. So let Tifa go first. Don't rush her. Like, don't try and beat her. Then here, just stand to the right of this, and as soon as Tifa's on, move on. Perfect. You can get on seamlessly like that instead of bumping against. And with those blue arrow things, if you bump on them before you're allowed on, Cloud will get walked away, and you lose like 4 seconds until you're able to move.
Section G's through here, huh?
So you'll see that we skate next to them a few times. Go round here, don't go to where they're going. We've played the game before. We're also playing New Game Plus, so we know where to go. So we're just going to go straight to this, and they're going to catch up in a minute. They're already with us.
Didn't budge because there's not enough power to spare.
Gotta figure this out.
I like to think of it that they went and tried the gate while I went and explored, and I happened to find this place, and they come and, like, reconvened with me, you know?
Hey guys, instructions.
Kill the lights?
Sunlight, the closest thing.
Gotta put out
But if we go through,
now or later.
that's true.
Let's go.
By the light of these magnificent lamps.
These lamps. You'd think they'd be able to balance the load by now, though.
Maybe. If the
I mean,
maintenance
these
guy-
guys whoever weren't playing hooky.
The lamps are important, but when you think how much Mako it must take to keep them running, that's gotta be one. Man, look at the size of it.
That a console I see near the top of that ladder?
Pretty tall ladder.
Pretty tall ladder, too.
I'll go.
Okay, we'll wait down here.
Okay, so one thing I haven't mentioned yet is the hardest boss in this game are ladders and triangle prompts. They are the hardest enemy you will fight in this run. Maybe Sephiroth. Nah, Sephiroth's easy. Triangle prompts and ladders and stuff, they're the hardest. Yeah. Managed to do Barrett Cloud Tifa. Nice, dude. Nice one.
Next stops.
We're cruising on Chapter 6. So here you want to go ahead, switch to Tifa, and we're going to start parry whirling. I will just, do you know what, I'll do regular parry because PS4 can't go that fast. Then here, you're just going to go the way that I went and follow this round. Some of this, as I say, is going to be just learning where to go.
What's up with that?
It's like in the tunnels. They get twisted by the Mako, but it all goes back to shit.
Then it's up and round, up and round, up and round. Up and round and tuck in.
Take a moment to get our bearings.
And perfect. So you don't get bumped. It saves another, like, second there. And dialogue mash.
We're still in.
Yeah.
Fun fact, yeah, if you didn't hear earlier, I am officially faster than a store-bought turbo. So I don't need a turbo controller.
Up for giving it.
So we're shooting for those giant fans way over there.
It does take a while, but you can expedite it with VR missions. And the way I did it in vanilla back in the day was I used to run through the first part of Chapter 16 over and over again where there's loads of guys. Make sure you've got your set up for like anything that gives you more AP growth, double AP or anything like that. And or SP, whatever it's called in this game. And then, yeah, then you could go. But it does take a while. That's why the PC version was so relaxing. Because I could just unlock the stuff that I want, put on a trainer, give my materia, max my materia, you know, whatever. It took like a day. No, it took like 2 days to just basically do a playthrough of the game in 2 chunks and have my shit ready. But on console, it takes fucking ages. But this like, so you'll see from the, obviously the loadout at the start. The most important thing is do try and have what I have maxed. At least magnify, ATB boost, first strike, or ATB stagger, sorry, and first strikes. Make sure the important stuff is maxed. If I say, oh, use an MP up or a magic up, if you've got 3 out of 5, that don't matter. You're missing like 20 damage. Wow, it's not going to be a big deal. Like, especially, you know, with like Aerith, she has 438 magic with my setup. It doesn't matter. She can one-shot like everything. I could solo Sephiroth on my own with Aerith, basically. Alright, so anyway, sorry. Then we switch to Tifa again and go left. Then follow this way. And depending on the flea timers, sometimes you even get further here, and sometimes you don't get as far. As I explained, flea timers are random. You may get like 3-second flea timer, you may get 7, you may get 10, you know, it just is what it is. But yeah, this isn't that grindy, considering. Mainly just get the materia done up. You only need to have done hard mode once to have your manuscripts, but they're not super relevant. Because if you're doing New Game Plus Easy, when you're finished, you're going to be overkill, if that makes sense, for what you actually need. It's only the materia that I really need you to have done up, yes, but other than that, and not all of them, just most, you know, a couple of elements. As long as Aerith has maxed elements, and you have maxed, like, ATB, stagger, and first strike, and shit like that, and magnify, that's pretty much it. Things like magic up or MP up, if you don't have them maxed, you might have to do another spell on the later bosses. You know, your Cloud might have to do another fire where mine only does one. Just because you might, you know, or whatever, you have to use another ether because you don't have the MP. Fair enough. It won't be a big deal, though. But otherwise, like, you know, don't let that scare you off in the sense of there's not that much that you have to worry about before you're able to start at least practicing runs. Because again, even without the correct materia or without having it full, you should still learn the route, like where to go, practice cutscene skips and what have you. There's still other bits you can work on, you know. Like separate your saves and have like 2 saves, so you've got one that you can like run on for a minute and then update it later when you get your materia set up, you know what I mean? So there's ways you can chill. It's not that stressful. Here, mash triangle until you can see the skip, and then skip. You see the skip icon in the bottom right?
By the light of these magnificent lamps, we shall lead
and here, come round to the left, go straight upstairs.
Say what?
It's from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up...
/ these grass strikes.
Right, future my ass. Shinra's leading us down a one-way path to darkness and death.
There's the switch.
Let's flip it and go.
Because we killed those grass strikes on the way, when we go back here, we're just going to do Barret Thunder, like L1, L2X. L2 again, because Barret was 2 changes. Excellent.
Nothing to it.
We can move this catwalk.
Yeah, lined it up perfect.
Then because we're so fast, we get like 6 dialogue overlaps.
Which way to the next light?
Come around here, and again, go left. You're going towards the lamps. If you get stuck, look for the big white lights, because that's where you're going. And however you get there, like, your parry is slower, but however you get there, just parry your way over to here somehow, you know. Then for this one, it wants you to take this route. Don't. Go back the way you came.
Got the Sector 4 slums down there?
Huh? You want to check them out sometime? I can show you around.
We'll check them out now if we fall. Then here, switch to Tifa. I'm just going to start doing PS4 parry. Just so I'm not too fast. Then here, you're going to end this fight. And come downstairs. My Tifa is so fast, I can get through and get into this second fight before the fights separate. But the problem that happens is when she finally escapes, the boys will be left on the bridge, and we don't want that. So on PS4, you can't do it fast enough so too fast anyway. So you're going to dash away from that fight, get to here, come down, switch to Tifa. We're going to dash away from this fight. I'm going to try and emulate it like it's on PS4. We're going to get her way into here.
Where was that last light again?
Then the boys warp to me. Instead of... Because that's two 2 fights that I've escaped after we did the lamp. We come along, we'll check them out now if we fall, escape a fight, down the stairs, escape a fight, come here. If Tifa does both of them fights in one flee, and manages to get all the way to, like, here in one go, when you want to switch back to the boys, they're still on the bridge, like I said, and I've lost runs because of that, because it's like, then you have to switch back to the boys, and then they have to still run down here again, and it's like, it's a bastard.
Well, no stamps here to guide us. No Jesse or Wes.
And there's a very cool strat you can do on this next one. This next sun lamp, there's going to be 4 enemies, but there's actually only 2 that spawn immediately. There's 2 turrets and 2 Terpsichotes, which are little seahorse guys. We're going to immediately blast the turrets and get on the ladder before the Terpsichotes spawn, and then we're going to use them on the way out.
We'll just have to make one.
You'll see what I mean. All you have to know is switch to Tifa, and then while dashing with Tifa, tell Barrett to do Thunder. Switch to Tifa, dash, dash, dash. Thunder. Then you'll see in the kill feed, Sentry Gun Prototype D and E defeated. Nothing else. There's actually 2 more enemies that have just spawned now while we were at the ladder, but we were just out of the trigger range to avoid the fight. Skip the lamp, go back down. This is advanced as well. If this doesn't work, or you don't execute this, then don't worry. You may, like some people, we used to just kill these guys. Then, using this fight, we get a free flee. Dash your way back round here. And obviously, with Parry Whirl, I can near enough get to this platform. But I stopped doing it and started just doing PS4 parries. But you still get away and you still save like 10 seconds there. It's still way quicker. It's optimal.
And we're back at the cargo platform.
Get ready, Mako Reactor 5. We're coming.
Auxiliary? Cargo platform?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yo, what up, Jay? How you doing, man? Welcome on in. We're just doing some tutorial percent for gear right now. Helping him out with some of the run.
Wonder what the reactor's like.
Oh, nice, dude. I don't know how long you've been here, but yeah, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. Good luck with the fractured butthole.
Be ready for it.
Right.
Alright, this bit's really fun. So, if you've been following along, Barrett has ATB Stagger, right? And he has Thunder. So, Thunder Magnify, specifically. So, with here, L1, L2, L2, X, X, X. Done. Then everything's dead, and you're out.
Okay. Big should be waiting for us.
Because of the way that Thunder Magnify hits more than one robot, that's all turrets. And then a Stagger. We're so powerful that when we hit them with a Thunder, they get staggered and die in the same second. And we still get the ATB refresh out of it. Even though technically they should just immediately be like vanquished, like, because we're so powerful, right? The stagger shouldn't even kick in, but the game's generous and it gives you the stagger, so... All those robots got, like, staggered and killed, staggered and killed, staggered and killed, and Barrett just had free ATB the whole time.
Just thinking about the next step. Didn't think I'd be this nervous.
Some things you never get used to.
Yeah.
And that's the end of chapter 6. Alright, this is going to be the final chapter for this part for today. Just going to get up to... This is basically... We basically did Aerith percent. So... I'm going to run up to here, turn around, and stand next to Tifa.
Well, now, that could work.
So just stand here, wait for Barrett to climb over, and then hit left. And if done correctly, you'll immediately get on as the blue arrows spawn instead of being pushed away. Now, I'm going to show an intergrade trick here On PS4, just follow this forward, and until you get to the door, you have to watch all of this dialogue. On Intergrade, there's a special trick you can do. And the visual cue I have is you can probably just see the drain on the black drain, the square, like just to the side of me, right there, the black square on the floor, the tarmac. Between that black square and the thick black line where Barrett is just about to run over. Ah, I missed it. If I get that right, I can... You see here, I can't access my menu now. If I was a frame earlier, I can save load this. So, okay, I have to do it PS4 now because I fucked up the skip. It's pausing and whatnot, screws up my momentum. But that's fine, we're doing a PS4 tutorial for gear anyway. So we have to watch this. On every other version, if I don't fuck it up, we can save load this and we're running again. Like, you just save load in like 2 seconds and then you're sprinting. It saves you like 15 seconds of that bullshit. But because it's hard. This is why it's hard to like do the strats and be doing a tutorial kind of thing. It's kind of awkward. Cripple these guys, because where you want to pause and explain things, it then throws off your rhythm because you paused it and you're not then in the flow. So then here we're going to be following around to another set of mono drives. / buffer a thunder. That's why you buffer a thunder.
Was never in doubt.
So that was / into Barrett immediate thunder with hotkeys. As you'll notice, everything is hotkeys here. Here, just L1, R2, Barrett thunder. Barrett thunder. And everything's dead. That was better than I did in my world record. Don't do anything with Cloud. If you / with Cloud and interfere with one of them robots, Barrett's thunder will miss. And then you have to catch up and like clean up.
It was like this last time?
A little more chaotic, ain't that right?
Yeah.
Alright. So here, wait until we can skip, run up to the end. Excuse me. Alright, skip that. Double back. Go up to the top left where the ladder we came down, and that's going to trigger a cutscene. / immediately. That kills all of them guys on normal or above. That doesn't kill all of those guys and they dodge you. But on easy, they just die. Tifa, excuse me, love. Thanks. Alright, this is the part I was watching Gear do on his stream, which on the speed... He was playing on hard mode, he was having to unlock stuff. But on easy here, we are just going to only do one keycard and murder everyone. So, triple, switch to Barrett, Thunder... Oh, never mind, they all died. Usually, the / isn't quite as useful as it was there. And usually I buffer a Thunder while Cloud rolls to the card. So just sometimes you'll have to do that. / buffer thunder, Cloud roll. So this is the only one we have to do, the M units one, the first one.
M units.
Yep. Sounds bad. Pretty sure I can.
So use it, and then from now on, only press circle to mash dialogue here for this console. If you mash triangle as well, you'll re-access, you'll re-interact with it. Just keep mashing circle.
Just imagining their faces.
Now you can leave.
Right. Let's move.
See, if you were still mashing triangle there, there's a chance you would re-interact. Trust me, I've done it. That's why I know.
You think they're...
Yep.
Nothing we can do about it. Except smile.
Alright, this fight kind of sucks. If them mono drives go in the right place like that, then that's perfect. Kill them with Cloud with / and then Barrett thunder the turrets. That was perfect. It doesn't always go that way because the mono drives don't always line up. But like, basically thunder the turrets. However else you do the rest of the room is whatever. You could thunder the turrets, and if the mono... You wouldn't even have to do anything as Cloud. You could run as Cloud, tell Barrett to thunder the turrets, then tell him to thunder the mono drives after if they're still alive. There's a few things you could do there, like... Right, so here, triple. Tell Barrett to thunder. That guy can't die yet, but he's ready to die because he's already been thundered. Barrett will just shoot him, and then everyone will teleport to you. You get yourself to the next console and let them finish.
If we can find the key cards.
Oh, what were they fucking chatting about? They weren't chatting about this, that's for certain. I thought they were already talking about this, my bad. I was already on here mashing, and they were already chatting loads of dialogue, so I thought I was skipping that dialogue. Damn it.
Okay, everything, those greedy
Barrett.
the people.
Thousand Gil says they cut the sound. Alright, so now, cruise on up here.
Surprise, Grounders!
Barrett thunder these guys. And thunder again.
Worked up a good sweat.
So, guard dogs and those shock troopers, thunder has a 100% chance to hit. But those the guard dogs and those shock troopers back there have a chance to dodge. And they can just dodge thunder sometimes. Even though it's 100%, their dodge ability is also, I guess, 100%. So, you know, it can be. It's like 100% dodge. So, sometimes thunder just whiffs. Just be prepared for Barrett to let you down numerous times. It doesn't happen as much on easy. That's going perfectly, though, getting the triple slash into the thunder, into the machine gun at the end. It's actually perfect. Couldn't get a better example.
Oh no.
Come on, don't.
I don't dare.
And again, with the way I'm doing these rooms, where I do the triple slash, the thunder, and then Barrett or Tifa kills that guy, and I'm already at the console, if you try and copy this strategy and it doesn't work, like, straight away, don't worry, it doesn't always. It's not always consistent. Just one of them memes. Like, sometimes the enemies just don't play ball, and even though you know how to do the strat and whatever, it just sometimes it just doesn't fucking work. It's imperative that you wait for Cloud to kill the guys. Wait for Cloud to kill his guys before you tell Barrett to do thunder. If you do triple slash thunder immediately before Cloud has finished his triple slash, Barrett will thunder a guy that Cloud is just about to kill, or vice versa. They will fuck up each other's moves. So you have to do the triple slash, wait for the triple to finish, then do the thunder. That's the timing on these rooms.
Come on, y'all. Let's see what kind of mystery. We're coming up.
We should be good.
The moment big.
Right.
Surprise, grounders. Right.
Give me a break.
Whiff, whack, whack, roll. Then here, tell Barrett to thunder. That's better than I did on my world record. If you run up too far before you do that triple slash, you will hit the first guy, the second guy, and come back to the first guy. Not really a big deal, but that was like the cleanest that you can kind of do that. One of, anyway. I took too long to do the thunder with Barrett, but I honestly thought he might just kill them with regular attacks. That's why I hesitated. I ran for a little bit before I told him to do the thunder. Just in case Tifa, like, him or Tifa managed to just win before that. So here, I like to just roll past everyone. And then triple slash them in the back. And then switch to Tifa. Here is the best example, because this guy is health gated. Here is the best example of all three of the different parry animations. Regular parry. Punch parry. Parry whirl. You can also parry cancel uppercuts, like I did there.
Hey guys. Looks like a...
We definitely...
Real though. Could
veto.
So go over to this sign, like this light.
No way we're getting back up that...
Wait for Tifa to say, no way we're getting up that pipe. Then come and stand over here to trigger this guy. Triple slash thunder. Triple slash with Cloud, thunder Barrett. Perfect. Then go ahead and do L1 and do an MP check. If you're low, you're going to need, like, Barrett to have MP. So just top him up regardless. You can full ether, like turbo ether, whatever you want. Just make sure he's topped up a little bit. Then here, don't kill these guys. Switch to Tifa and dash your way out. On PS4, you'll only kind of get like this far, but that's fine.
What? It's locked down.
Is there any way?
Yeah, from that.
Do you think we'll find
It's like a treasure vault.
Whoa, I like the sound of that.
So how do we?
It's simple. We move the left.
Got these ones.
Alright, first mini game.
Which just leaves
Move the sticks at the same time. You know?
Emergency lockdown is
Do
currently.
I actually have like a grip that I do here where I hug the controller to my chest and then I use both thumbs?
Nah, Tifa's.
fine, have it your way.
Okay, pay attention, you two. 3, 2, 1.
Like that. So I like just hug it towards me and then use both thumbs to climb that. I know it sounds dumb, it's like I'm telling you how to suck eggs. I just press the sticks at the same time. But you can fuck that up, believe it or not. When I was new to the run, I used to mess that up. Come around here, swing to the right like this. And then we're about to fight Airbuster. And I've got a really cool strat for Airbuster. It's like a nice little route that I labbed out myself. The way this starts is you're going to triple slash with Cloud and immediately. Switch to Tifa. Dash in. And if it hasn't already... Because sometimes Cloud's triple slash will decimate it. If not, just go ahead and do uppercut with Tifa. So, Cloud triple slash, switch to Tifa, uppercut, and then dash and follow the Airbuster as it goes up to the center. Then what we're going to do... I mean, it's kind of a hard fight to try and explain. Maybe, I'll do it and I can reset the fight as well. So, right. Just to show you. Triple slash, switch to Tifa, uppercut, then it goes into second phase. Then, with her, follow along, while dashing, switch to Barret, and hit a Thunderger. And I forgot to mention there, dash along with Tifa, hit a Star Shower, then, while doing that, hotkey a Thunderger with Barret. And if done correctly, you skip the Tank Buster. And then we're in the next phase already. So then here, switch to Barret, go ahead and Catastrophe, and then switch to Cloud. Catastrophe will get it to the final phase. Triple, it's dead. So, I'm going to retry, and I'm going to show you without the pausing. Alright, skip this. Triple, switch to Tifa, uppercut. Hold R1. Mash circle to follow the boss. Star Shower, switch to Barret, Thunderger. Perfect. She actually cancelled it, I think, with her uppercut before the Thunderger did. Alright. So then, as before, go ahead and switch to Barret and Catastrophe here. Switch to Cloud or Tifa to finish. Hey, thanks for contributing to that one, Simon. Thank you. Appreciate that, mate. And you can Thunder here, you can triple. There's like so many ways you can do this. Ah, see, I didn't kill him there. That's fine. I triple slashed a little bit too early, but you get the idea. Run, bitch, run. For this tutorial today, this is essentially Aerith percent. Because there she is. And I will leave you on this part with the appropriate menu. We're going to do the menu now, and then on the next part, on such places as my very stream / tutorial, we're going to be continuing on from here with the menu already done. So as soon as you see Aerith press start, menu equipment, R1. Then you're going to go up to Aerith's slot. You might not be able to see because my controller and stuff's in the way. I'm going to let me move all of them out of the way for this part. Just so it's a clear demo. So, when you see Aerith, press start, material and equipment, R1, up, triangle, up, it's actually down, 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 triangle, X, sorry. Triangle to pick up, X to drop off. Then, right triangle, down, 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 X. Then Aerith has ATB stagger and first strike. Then, go ahead and give her Barrett's magnify as well. So once you've put stagger, you can then grab the empty slot, switch it with magnify. However, which way you wrap, up or down, is down to you. Sometimes I go up, sometimes I go down, whatever. I'm not always doing it the most optimal way. But the point is here that you end with Aerith on fire magnify with first strike and stagger. And Cloud still having that. And then give Cloud Gotterdammerung. Trade him with the Fury Ring. And you're good to go. So I'm going to redo the menu so you can see it again. Right. So we see Aerith. Start. Equipment. R1. So you can either like start going down to Barrett and press triangle, or you can go up to Aerith and press triangle. Again, your mileage may vary. It's up to you what you want to do. Here, grab that. Up, 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 up. There. This. There. She's done. You're done. Go to Cloud. Right, 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 right. Got to Dammerung. Done. And there's your menu. Then here, we're going to save. Save. And I'm going to save on top of this one that we've been using for tutorial. That's fine. So now we're here, ready to carry on for part 2. Which will be perhaps tomorrow night. We can then finish the game, and the tutorial in the next, 2 streams. That'll be fine. And then, we'll be coming back to it a bit more later on. Whoa, I've just noticed Simon contributed 10,000. Whoa, how the fuck did you do that much, dude? Jeez. I just saw contribution. I didn't know it was fucking 10,000. It's over 9,000. Damn, 4%. I know that seems a bit like... It's because I put a ridiculous amount. But 4% is pretty fucking good considering. That's pretty good. He had the multipliers, right? Well done. Wow. Contributed total to the FF... Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I mistook it. I misread. I thought it meant you contributed 10,000 right then to it. I was like, whoa, fuck. Because, it doesn't say... Usually it would say you contributed, 1,000. Then Simon's contributed a total of 10,000. But it just popped up here, just Simon's contributed 10,000. So it didn't say, yeah. So I don't know how much you just deposited there. Or it maybe the thing was just reminding me that you have contributed. I don't know. It's trippy. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Alright, let's pause this ass. Need to change this over, and yeah. Let's customary to play some music on my way out the door here. What should we have? Let's see. Oh, I know what I want to play. Okay. I'm going to wrap up the stream. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good one. I hope Gear managed to learn something from this tutorial. Hopefully this was okay for part 1. I will carry on with this. But I'd like to play for you guys now this song. This is a saxophone song. I'm going to end the stream with it. It's 2 minutes or so. I'm going to let it play in its entirety, and then I'll end the stream afterwards. But I hope you enjoy it. This is a really nice melody. Kira, if you're still here, you will appreciate this song because you will know what it's from. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with this sad jazz. I love this song. This is Brick Ballads, Houston Street. This is from the Big O anime. It's probably going to get muted. But yeah, GG's. Take care, everyone. And I will see you probably tomorrow night for some more speedruns and monster hunting and all that shit. So yeah, you guys take care. See you in the next one. Peace.
next time.